So I would like to break it down a little bit with you and talk about the second guitar part for the shuffling A of the Uptown Downtown, when there's already this going on. That's already going on. You don't need two guys doing it. So what I would do is, while that's going on, I play. And notice I don't do it every time. I don't go. I'm not doing that. I'm leaving a little bit more room than that. What I do is I'm going. Like that. And then. See the space I'm leaving? That's what I'm talking about. And I'm just using these two notes. So you're on the 5th fret, you got your D string and your B string, which is a G note, and it looks like a E note. And you slide it up a whole step to the 9th, the 7th, and you say, just like that. It's just that easy. Boom, boom. Ding, de, dong, da. Like that. And then for the 4 chord, you slide it to here. Just like that. 5 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord. Just like that. Now in the second part, the second time around, the second 12 bar on this Uptown Downtown shuffle in the key of A, is the rhythmic pattern changed, just for an example, and so the original rhythm started doing this. A little busier. And they're playing it twice as much as I played it in the first part. But what I'd like to talk about is the part I play against that, and which is this part. And all that is in the key of A, you're playing. Now you can, however you want to finger it. Some people like to reach over the neck and use different fingers. You know, I think that's kind of how people develop their own style in a certain extent. So if you have a special way of doing that, if it works for you, then it works for me. And if it sounds fine, then it sounds fine. How I do this is what I do is I do this. So what I'm doing, I'm taking my index finger, my number 1 finger, and I'm hammering on the major third. Like that. Right? That's the first part. The second part is I take my ring finger and I bar it right there at the 7th fret. So your first part, that's 1 and 2. And your third part is you take your friendly finger and your ring finger, and it kind of, if you do it like that, it can kind of, you know what, in fact, for the second part, you can use your first finger. And it kind of sets you up. So what I would do, all right, and then you can go to the 4. So that's the second part of the rhythmic pattern for the 12 bar, key of A for the Uptown Downtown Blues. So let's talk about the third 12 bar in this shuffle in the key of A, the Uptown Downtown. There's 2 parts, there's 2 rhythm parts going, and one is fairly busy. One is this, and this I believe was the original track. Right? I probably could have played it better. But that takes up a whole lot of real estate sonically, because you got these 3 notes, and you're busy. You're playing a lot, it sounds good over that. So the alternate part I would do is I do like a little jangly thing, you know, and like I said earlier, if they're going low, this is fairly low on the guitar. You're using an open string, an open bass string, an A string. So if they're going to go low, I like to go high, you know. So while they're doing this, I like to go. And what I'm doing, I'm just using 2 to 3 notes each time. It's the same shape we've been working with, and it's in the key of A. So I go up here to the 9th fret. I put my ring finger on the E string on the 9th fret, my friendly finger on the G string of the 9th fret, and my pointer index finger on the B string of the 8th fret. And you can take or leave the B string, all right? I like to have it in there, but you don't necessarily always have to have it in there. So it's not make or break, you know, but I'll. And you can walk it down. And then for the 5, they go to there. So maybe one of those, or you can go all the way up to the 12th fret, and then 4, and then 1. So just a jangly little simple part on that. So that's what I would do on the 12 bar, 3rd time around. So let's talk about the 4th 12 bar in this shuffle in the key of A, the Uptown, Downtown. Now, I've given you the example if they're playing busy and you play some jingly on the 3rd time around. So let's switch roles. Let's say maybe the other guitar player wants to play that. You know, that's a fun part to play. And that frees you up to go ahead and give them the big part. And, a lot of folks know this, but some folks don't. So what it is, it's an A chord, and you're padding that note back and forth. And if you want to get really, really involved in it, you can every once in a while. And then the 5 is right there, and this leads and lends itself to my favorite chord, or my favorite lick that kind of lands on the 4 chord. So if you go to the 5, you get to put that in there. So you're doing a D7, and you play the root note. Just chunk away at it. And these are some rhythm patterns that I think will possibly help you communicate and play good music with some other folks, and hopefully have some fun with it, because I find it really fun.